What are our thoughts on Pac-Man Jones calling the Pittsburgh Steelers the dirtiest team in the NFL? So this is when he was on Shannon Sharp's little show. Yeah.
Yeah, we touched on that a little bit about the AB wink. After Burfict hit him, I saw AB. He winked at us.
He gave me that.
I just don't buy it. I buy that maybe that's what Pac-Man saw, but for AB, it was like a twitch in his eye because he was so jacked up. There's just no way. He missed the next game.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If you're trying to sell it that hard, I would be really upset with AB if that was the case. Like, oh, I was actually good. And I just went to sell it next week so I ain't show up. It's not a lot that I get upset with AB about, and I've seen a lot with AB, right? We've dealt with a lot with AB, but it's not a lot that gets me upset. That right there, that'd have me hot, baby. That would have me hot. So I refuse to believe that one, man. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way. Oh, dirtiest team. That's a bold call.
Like, come on, man.
I think Burfict really gave the Bengals a bad rap. I mean,
outside looking in, though, I always joked with Debo about this. I said the way that people view Burfict when I was in Buffalo, that's how we view Debo in Pittsburgh. Like when he hit Massaquoi, Cole. Oh, he was just laugh. And I'd be like, bro, like, I'm glad you're not really fighting it, because when we were like, for a fact, and y'all had Hines on offense, I plenty of times, bro, like, yo.
Oh, he took out Keith
Like, I'm
Rivers.
not dealing with them. Like, and then I remember when Terrence Garvin broke the punter's face. What was that? Opening game season? I'm like, yo, you broke the punter's. Like, bro, what are y'all doing over there? Yeah, man. Like, so I can understand where he's coming from. I can't, but Burfict was worse than us. So he's gonna say,
dirty.
Yeah, they were more dirty. Yeah, because Burfict definitely did some like blatant dirty. Like,
I see what you're saying with Harrison, and when we had like Ryan Clark having the big hits.
Yeah,
but at that point, in 2015,
who did y'all knock out before then?
I don't think we were really in the mix for that.
Y'all knocked a couple people out doing all that time frame, man. I felt like from 10 to 16. No, because 16 I was.
No, it's probably earlier.
It was like 10 to 13,
probably
or 8
08,
to 13.
08, like our Super Bowl year. Those were the great
Y'all
defenses.
had a run where y'all was like just murdering people on the field, and I would like dude, Sports Illustrated on the cover the one time. It was like you see Debo hitting my man's folded up like this. I said, that's on the cover. Yeah.
He had the other interview too. I forget what magazine it was. I don't know if it was Sports Illustrated or not.
And remember he had the guns. I'm like, bro,
he was just ripping on Goodell.
I thought y'all were the craziest team.
If he was on
man.
fire, I wouldn't piss on him.
Dude, yes. So you could just imagine for those that weren't Steelers fans the whole time, like us looking at it, was like, yo, y'all definitely up there. Like, yeah, this is crazy.
But around 15, 16.
It wasn't like that. We were like we were a civilized group. You know, we had a little bit more integrity about
the Bengals
ourselves.
Probably would have been tops in the league at that point because of
They
Burfict.
were tops in the league at that point. Absolutely. Because Burfict was doing that to us. Baltimore, I forgot the dude that was like in the end zone. He like smashed them. Yeah. Yeah.
And then the tackle on Ben that knocked him out of the wild card game. I can't really say that was dirty.
Nah, that
was a clean tackle. But that right now might have been called for excessive tackling. I don't even know what the calls are now. Like driving the QB to the ground.
You can't land on
that. That was a good
Can't
tackle though. Ben just landed on his shoulder. But no, he's the one that gave the Bengals like a pretty bad rap in my opinion. They were the tops. They were the tops around then.
People like Pac-Man was out there.
They really started cleaning up the league. Because I can't even think like right now who's the dirtiest team.
Right. And when I think of Pac-Man, I didn't think of Pac-Man as a dirty player on the field. I just thought of Pac-Man like I don't want to get like my life altered, because you know that man, he really live it. And that was the thought process when I thought of like Pac-Man. I like Burfict, I thought was like dirty. Pac-Man, I just thought like crazy.
Well, that's the thing. They were both good players. Actually,
super good.
Pac-Man was good.
Absolutely,
Burfict was a really good player.
Yes,
I wanted us to draft him. Dude, I really did.
He was like, a Pac-Man fan because, you know, in Dallas. Like, I love Pac-Man, bro.
Do you remember when Burfict was at AZ State? It was his junior year, coming off of that season. He was considered a top 5 prospect coming into his senior year.
Yes.
And then he went all the way down to undrafted. I was like, why don't we take a chance on him in the 6th round, please? Like, this dude's going to be a stud. It was almost like the Tyrann Mathieu situation.
No, it was like identical to that. Because Tyrann, but the thing was, I thought with Tyrann, because it was just the marijuana, it wasn't, I mean, even though it was still...
I don't even remember what Burfict got in trouble for.
Right, with Burfict, I thought it was a little bit more...
I think it was some like, on-field antics,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, Burfict, it was definitely more like what he was doing out there was like kind of reckless. Whereas with math. It was just the marijuana, and then Les Miles at the time didn't want to deal with it, so they ultimately kicked him off. That was what that part was. Yeah.
Man, when did Burford come out? Imagine if we did draft him with Harrison.
Oh my. Bro, it would have had to have been. Burford had to come in, what, 13?
Yeah, I was in college.
Yeah, it had to
when
be
he was in college.
It had to be 13, 14 time frame.
Yeah, 12, 13 maybe. So we still had
I was a couple years ahead.
He was on the down, but Harrison and Burford, they were probably on the same team at some point with the Bengals.
Probably. No, they were. Yeah, because Debo said it. Because Debo said, I would teach him how to do this. I would show him this. It would be like, well, thanks a lot, Debo. We really appreciate that. And he would be like, yeah, I'd want to tell him, like, if you're going to get fined, you can pick and choose. You can either hit him in the head or you could blow his knee out. Pick which one you want. I'm like, oh, cool. I like it. You bring up a good point there. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know what Pac-Man was on in that interview. It seemed like he was really sincere about it. He's like, I swear to God, God strike me down. I'm a God-fearing man.
Caleb Cole also brought up the juju hit on Burfict as well. Does that play into it? Because that is more recent as well. And we did we all, we know how that celebration went. It was shirts made, pep rallies thrown, fingers pointing at dead bodies. How it was very uncivilized. They reminded me of when the Steelers knocked out, was that Pat White with the Dolphins, and you see everybody, it's a dead man right there. Like, that's what I'm saying, man.
That reminded me of the Hines Ward Keith Rivers block.
Oh man, yeah, a
little bit.
Yep, absolutely. That block had me paranoid when they moved in the linebacker. I used to hate
But I'm telling you, dude, growing up, like that Hines Ward hit, the Harrison ones, I think we all knew in the back of our minds, like, these are some helmet shots. A lot of Ryan Clark's, though, I viewed as clean. These were just hard-ass hits. He had one or two that was
body like a missile. That's the thing. Like, we always say certain people use their body like a weapon. And when you see RC out there with just tape on his fingers, you're like, yo, this dude is crazy. And you watch him play, certain guys don't have a fear of going to sleep. And you'd rather they be on your team, You got some guys, they gonna shy away from it. Other guys just like, yo, they do not blink. They're gonna go at you and they're gonna try to knock your lights out. If they happen to share theirs on the process, so be it. They just call it the price of doing business. But not everybody's like that, man. I'm situationally like that. I'm situationally crazy.
Bringing up the juju hit, though. Is that dirty at the time? Well, obviously, he got suspended.
They called it right. They said my man Ryan had no regard for human life. Yes, Charles, that's a great, great way to describe him, man. My dude was out here like ending lives, bro.
It's just when I think about growing up, like that hit's like something you're celebrating.
Oh, no
question. Because he hits him with the shoulder and everything, gets knocked out like that.
He went out on the shield.
But I guess just with how the NFL changed, it was considered dirty.
Yeah.
Like Burfict, so like he legit like went into Le'Veon Bell's knee.
Yeah. Burfict
took a shot at AB like helmet to helmet. So that's kind of the difference for those eras. Right. Because Harrison, that was like a different era with Clark and all that. It was.
Like if Vontaze was playing back when Harrison was doing that, I think it would have been different. I don't think it would have been viewed as gory, but because of Debo having to deal with all of that he dealt with, when you see Burfict come after the fact and do the same stuff, you're like, all right, now, bro, it's zero excuse we were moving on, right? Zero excuse for that.
Yeah, Juju, I guess, I don't know. Dirty hit. I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not trying to be. It felt more clean than anything Burfict did. I'll put it that way.
I don't know. I don't know. It was,
But like we're saying, if the rules change, that's not allowed.
Like for me, I just know
because that would have been a clean hit back in 2008.
It's just hard for me to care about it, like because everything leading up to it. It's like, yo, you gonna get what you gonna get. You can't go from we had war, we beefing, now you get knocked out, we go retroact. Oh man, I'm sorry that happened to you. That was a dirty hit. Nah, I will forever say that was a clean hit to me. The same way when I saw Shazier hit Giovanni Bernard and knock him out. Clean hit to me as well, man. They obviously got rebuttals. It is what it is, but just like, you can't go that way with it, man. It was clean. I ain't see nothing.